da. Y'all remember me? Y'all remember me? And my phone, 'cause I wanna get it on till I die. Get it on till I die. And my phone, 'cause I wanna get it on till I die. 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 Legendary, live eternally.
Hello, Dawn of Titans community, and welcome to another video here on my channel. Of course, as you noticed here, we've got the excellent announcement that the Throne War will go live on December 14th, so something to certainly stay tuned for. Also, just want to point out that I'm going to be changing the name of this segment as the community offered some feedback and suggested I go with Talk of Titans to more properly match the name of the game, Dawn of Titans. So thanks for the feedback, always appreciate it, and hope you guys continue to like the videos. In this second video, featuring kind of a year in review for the game's anniversary, which happens to be today, we're going to look at some things that have taken place over the past year for temple events and unique mini events that have gone on throughout the game. We'll be looking at just a quick flashback at events that have helped support troops or supported the various Titan classes or temple pulls throughout the past year. Some maybe you participated in, some maybe you weren't even around for. Following that opportunity to look back at the year in review for mini events, I'm also going to show you what has a year of progress of free-to-play gaming for Dawn of Titans provided me in my profile. We're going to look at where my entire castle upgrades stand, my troops, my spells, as well as what I have in my Titan Hall and all of the relics that I've been hoarding over the past year. So stay tuned through the end. Make sure you get a chance to just look at the year in review and look at a year's worth of free-to-play gaming progress. So hope you like it. If you do, you know how to support me on YouTube. Again, appreciate all the views, comments, support from the community. Again, love gaming with you guys. And here we go. Let's have a flashback at a year of mini events.
Keep it on the level. Keep it on the level. Keep it on the level. I'm climbing up the. Keep it on the level. Keep it on the level. I'm climbing up the ladder while you in need of a shovel. I can do this all day. I can do this all night. I can do this all day. I can do this all night.
I could do this all day, I could do this all night, all month, all year, for my whole entire life. Who you know got a home but seen to live on the road, looking like a black gypsy in a caravan of bros. Don't give it to me easy, I like a little challenge. When it feels better when you take a little damage. Slow, learning fast, earning, stay burning, wheels turning, it's a ongoing thing. Don't give it to me easy, I like a little challenge. When it feels better when you take a little damage. Slow, learning fast, earning, stay burning, wheels turning, it's a ongoing thing.
I'm climbing up the. I'm climbing up the. I'm climbing up the. I'm climbing up the. Keep it on the level. Keep it on the level. I'm climbing up the. Climbing up the. Climbing up the. Keep it on the level. Keep it on the level. I'm climbing up the ladder while you in need of a shovel.
I could do this all day, I could do this all night. Do this all night.
I can do this all day. I can do this all night. Don't all night. Do this all night.
I could do this all day, I could do this all night. Do this all night.
I can do this all day. I can do this all night. Don't all night. Do this all night.
Don't give it to me easy, I like a little challenge. When it feels better when you take a little damage. Slow, learning fast, earning, stay burning, wheels turning, it's a ongoing thing. Don't give it to me easy, I like a little challenge. When it feels better when you take a little damage. Slow, learning fast, earning, stay burning, wheels turning, it's a ongoing thing.
I'm climbing up the.
So there we have a year's worth of Temple Pull events, Titan Special events. We've got altar events, everything over the past year and what we've seen taking place. And I'm sure we've got more to come. Speaking of which, of course, you can notice the free gifts here, which is something the developers have offered us today for a free, call it a mini event if you will, offering us 2 cursed cores for the upcoming Kamathi event that starts later today, relics, bonus tokens, troops, spells, and additional portal stones. So make sure you take the opportunity to collect those by simply clicking the buy. So now let's take a look at what we've got for a year's worth of gameplay. For this, I'm going to just take you through my castle, buildings, troop spells, and just show you a little bit of what we've got. Currently, right now, as of today, the 1 year anniversary, I am at level 17 for my castle. Went there about a week ago or so. Of course, we've seen that over that time, the castle continues to build up from wooden frames and simple buildings to the massive structure it is. My alliance camp has gone up to level 8, which is due for an upgrade now at level 17. I've got a few buildings started, like my army camp here is up to level 10. This year we also saw the Eternal Shrine be introduced, originally at 3,000 gems, which I did pay for, and most recently, of course, it's dropped down to 300. It was the first decorative building and the only one so far. I have 3 barracks currently at level 9 for each of them, keeping them pretty busy, and we've seen those upgraded. I've got the medical school, which I did upgrade to level 6 now that I'm at level 17 castle, and my armory is at level 15. For that, as far as builders go, I've got 3 builders up to this point in time. Again, those each level up with the castle as you progress. And I also have the 4 specialty troops with the Unek Citadel at level 11. I've got the Mossman Cairn here at level 9. I have the Ragnar Keep, which is at level 5. And last, I've got the Elathan Palace, which is at level 7. These here, of course, are all due for an upgrade as well, now that I'm fresh at level 17. Moving on with that, I've got the Adventurers Guild, which is just level 1. I did complete this a few weeks after it came out, so that is all complete. My garrison is at level 16, which will be moving for an upgrade soon, and my portal is at level 4. With an upgrade to that one there, I'll be earning 2 more portal stones. I've also organized my castle lands with the additions by different resources that they offer. I've got 1 entire land area saved for my food. So I've got all of my farms there. 3 of my farms are at level 11, just helping me be able to move upgrades along, and 6 additional ones still have upgrades. My food storage, I've got 3 of them at level 14, and my food reserve, I've got 3 of them at level 13. All of which, again, are working for upgrades. All of my mines I have at level 11. I have my gold storage at level 15, which has all been upgraded, and I'm currently working on my gold reserve, 2 of them at level 13, 1 of them moving up. This way I will be able to upgrade my garrison, because that is my requirement for that level 17. Working at the spell section, I've got my Arcane Tower, along with 3 spell forges. Here I've got Fireball and Terror at level 14, Shield Freeze at 15, Meteor at 15, Lightning at 13, and soon I'll have the Rage, which comes with being a level 17 castle. Once again, 3 spell forges at level 6, all due for upgrades soon. I do have that 4th kind of section of the land additions. Working with this, still need to progress to upgrade and be able to build in there. And then we come to the Hall of Titans, of which I have 219 out of 240. Recently went through a fusion event and put a lot of Titans into it, but I still have several 1 stars and 2 stars. But I'm going to take you through my 4 stars and 3 stars, starting out with Arven. I've got Astroth, Calvarax, and Nexus. With these Titans here, I'm just going to slide through a couple of their skills to show you. I know my 4 stars, I am the lucky one to pull a whole ton of critical. Many of my Titans have like 2 or 3 times critical, while I'm only pulling in 1 AP. Shout out to Events RS, who helped me this past year collect Astaroth during the Hallows Eve event. Working with that, he's a very healthy guy with 3 health. Again, I also have Calvarax, which we got from the Into the Hollows event as well, completing out that soul grind, offering just that unique. He was the first Titan this past year to see these kind of mixed and unique skill set. Kind of started out a new trend for us. Nexus I also acquired recently. She'll be a fun infiltrator, as I will be spending some time in the upcoming year leveling her up and working her, just because she could be pretty fun on the battlefield, so I've heard. This year I also did the grind for Sugunga. She was the new 4-star Mossmane Infiltrator, so I took her, but again, you can see lots of critical, and I did go for Siegfried, as he was one of the newest Titans that offers these massive buffs we're seeing introduced to the game specifically for human troops. With that, looking at these 4 stars, a lot of these ones here I did collect from solo events, but being free to play this past year for me has all been about just choosing, what's the current meta of the game, and what am I working at. Venom Tusk here was a 4-star that, actually my first 4-star I got. You can see he even still has some skills locked just because champions really are no longer the meta for the battlefield. But as free to play, as I was mentioning, I really have to pick and choose the events that I go for. So the Titans that I collect are from, carefully choosing, is this the direction the game is going, and is this what I maybe want to use, or what's the uniqueness of the Titan? However, throughout the game, I've collected a pretty good handful of 3-stars, so you can see some doubles and triples of many Titans. Joran, the female Ragnar Ranger, Karn, who actually, that level 41 holds a special place for me. This was the first 3-star Titan I ever got in the game, and I got it about a week or 2 weeks after starting the game from global launch. So I used him, and I only leveled him up through battling. It was quite fun, but champions quickly lost their speed, agility, and once rangers were introduced, no one was really after the champions for much. Many of these other ones, again, just collecting through other events or end-of-season rewards. Logu, it took me forever to get 1, but now I've got 4. This is the Logu I'm currently using to just partner her up with the Panthers, switching from the Lako I've been using forever. 3 Noctis, I've got an Aluna, and 3 Sardus. Many of these Titans, I've leveled them up just to get a skill slot or 2 and be able to put them on land defense. Some of these other ones, like Thran and Tyrius, Wolfric, I like to just kind of keep them because I haven't seen them often. Valwyn as well, I've got 2 of them that do okay. Athica, the 2-star, I like to hang on to her because you haven't really seen her much throughout the game. And just offering just various boosts to Imperials that even a 2-star can do pretty good. And if you've seen any of my videos, even a 2-star Ranger can do well, which is why I keep that level 9 Adana. These other ones here, like Halstead, I did level him up just so I can put him on land defense, but now that I have Wolfric, he will become a fusion food. A lot of these other 2-stars that I have that aren't leveled are ones that I've been earning over the past even just a week or 2. I've been getting a lot of Titan drops, so some of them I'll hang on to just 1, like Kelwyn. I'll keep 1 of her just because you don't see her come up often in events and she's not a major drop. That level 40 Lako will always stick around, as she was my main go-to Titan for a long time, but the secondary one will likely be fused into Logu, or even another Titan like Calvarex, just to kind of help push him along, because why not? With that, there's a few other just 2-stars I like to keep. I'll keep 1 Malix, I'll keep 1 Nalos and 1 Nestus, just because they were, again, unique event Titans. I'll keep 1 Omathi, even though you get a few of them in drops. Haven't seen them in events for a while. And then there's the Ragnars like Skane and Skarg, who you only see occasionally, so I will keep 1 just for the collection. Same thing goes for Telos, and same thing goes for Thon. These are Titans that come up on occasion in events. Don't see them often with drops. Toran, the Ragnar Paladin, though, being a 2-star, not great. He'll become food because I actually see him pretty often, as you can tell here, from drops during battle. All the other 1-stars, they will eventually be food. I just like to hang on and wait for them to have those double XP events. There are a few 1-star Titans that I do like to keep just for the collection, because that's what I play for, is collecting Titans, not only just VP and events, but I like to collect Titans. Cyros, he was a 1-star that I maxed out, and he always helps me when I partner him with Imperials on the lands, completely maxes out the resource production. So even a 1-star can be helpful in this game. It's not always about the 4-stars. Another 1-star I'll keep is Garn. She was a unique, and I did get her when she first appeared in the game, unique Ragnar Berserker. Again, as a 1-star, relatively useless, but just there for the collection. Same thing goes for Jarn, who is the 1-star female Ragnar Ranger. Again, will be kept just to stay in the collection. But pretty much all these other 1-stars you see all around them, they will all end up as fusion food, especially Kobar. I think everybody got Kobar at the start of the game. I think it's the Titan you start with. Tarn is another 1-star. I'll keep him just, again, just to add into the collection of Titans. But that is my entire Titan collection. It's mostly 3-stars, a couple of 2-stars I keep for collection, and very few 4-stars because I don't compete in the Legends League, so I'm not seeing them as often. when looking at the relics, again, show an opportunity of everything I have, like the avalanche here, which does turn out to be the Titan boosting avalanche. We've got my very first dragon helm I unlocked, which I was happy to get poison resist for that one. But here, just taking a look at each of these different relics that I'm working on, things like the Frost Shield right now, or even working on upgrading the Great Plague, which is Titan boost, but that will go on Logu. The Heart Seeker, which I know everyone's after, but that's been sitting idle for me. I haven't really been working on upgrading it all that much. I did make the push to collect the Orb of Death and Orb of Life in the recent Siegfried event, so again, happy to have those in the collection, but I did miss out on the Orb of Wealth, so maybe down the road it'll have an opportunity to come back around. Again, I've been collecting some of these Ranger relics. I've been collecting some of the Lightning relics, as you can see here. A couple of 4-star Volcano Veins that I just hang on to. Pretty sure those are Titan boosting as well. But just kind of swiping through, that's kind of sums up my 4-star relic collection. That now we move into the 3-star relic collection. The Backbiter. This one, along with another one here, is unique. I'll hang on to it. I like the damage it puts out. I haven't seen it very often in events as well, but that was a relic that I actually earned early on in the game that I remember having in this past year, having to repair your relics. If anyone has been playing long enough and still remembers the days of when we had to repair relics because they had limited use. You only got a few uses out of it before you'd have to actually forge it to fix it or repair it. That was one of those relics that I had then. Again, continuing through, just looking at some of these lightning relics we've collected along the way. Some of these 3-star came from events. Some of these have come from battle drops. Working with the Fire Ruby, the Flame Burge, the Flame Arc. I'm pretty sure those all came from competing in some of the events. That sometimes I'll push to get the relics, but I might not have gone all the way to finish and get the Titan. Again, being free to play, I really have to choose carefully based off how is my gameplay going. Do I even have the tokens and the gems saved up in order to compete forward? But as you can see from the collection, even being free to play, there's still a lot that you can gain from this game. It might not be as many 4-stars as you may hope to have to compete with all the players that are in Legends, but certainly a good collection you can make. The Great Maul is the other relic that I recall having and actually having to repair, and it was these two were the first 2 relics I ever maxed out because I repaired them all the way up to max out their skills, and then once they rolled that over to permanent upgrading, they automatically became a max level relic for me. Some other ones I like to hang on to, the Highlander. Haven't really seen that one in a while. Won't really be working on it, but some of these I'll just keep just because, again, you may not see them, and we've learned our lesson from things like the Defender or the Protector that sometimes relics are here and sometimes we won't see them again. Same thing goes for, I've got the Ice Hammer, but I don't have the Ice Maul, so some of these relics, they come around once, you don't see them for a long time. 3-stars I never forge unless I have massive duplicates of it, so some of these are due to use as a forge food. But the other strategy I like to use when working with 3-star relics is I only sacrifice a 3-star relic when it has the potential to help me unlock that next flashing skill set. If the skill does not flash that it has the opportunity to unlock, then I only stick with forging 1-star and 2-star relics into it. Any 3-star gets held onto until I can put it towards unlocking a 2nd or a 3rd skill on a relic. But here you can see just kind of going through and showing off the entire collection. I have hoarded relics that I have. Again, I'm very careful when I choose to sacrifice them, and sometimes you might want 1 or 2 because, if I pick up another 3-star, like Sagunga, for example, and Logu, I might want to be able to put the Tainted Bow on one, a Tainted Blade on another, might want to give one a 3-star, one a 4-star, so it's always helpful to be able to mix and match. Things like this, the Volcano Vein, where I probably have a dozen of them there, those are relics that are just waiting for their turn to be sacrificed. A couple Cursed Cores passed up here. These actually came from today's donation collection from the devs, those free rewards, so those will go towards the Kamathi event. I'm going to try to make a push for that, but we'll see. You can tell my gem count's just a little low. And then there's a few relics like things like the Ice Arrows that I haven't seen those in a long time, even though they're a 2-star and I might use them. I like to just hang on to them. Same thing for Song of Storms. Only have 1. Haven't seen it really in a while, so I hang on to it just because it's more of a collector's item than it is maybe useful on the battlefield. So that is my entire relic collection, a year's worth of relic collecting for 3-stars and 4-stars. Of course, I've burned through thousands of 2-stars and 1-stars through forging. But let's go ahead and just do a forge. We're going to go ahead and pick on we'll choose the Great Plague. I think I did that, mentioned that earlier. I'm working on that for Logu now. Uh, I've been having hit and miss success for it, but let's go ahead and just throw in some 4 stars to just see what we can have happen for a stream here. Sometimes I get better luck when I'm showing it off for you guys than I do when I'm playing by myself. Forge success. There we go. You guys were here for it. Always my good luck charms to have you guys watching my forging with you. So nice little level 5 great play going up there. That will help boost Logu, and then I can turn back to my treasure room where I have some stuff stocked up. So guys, that is my relic collection. Thanks for being around there for it, and let's also take a look at some of these other free items we got from the devs, collecting a few panthers, collecting a few free spells for it. Again, pretty nice gift. Not maybe the most amazing thing, but it is nice to be able to get some free stuff from the developers for celebrating their anniversary. And you don't know, maybe we will continue to see more over the next coming days for these anniversary event. But let me know, what do you guys think? How has your progress been going throughout the game? Whether you've been playing for the past couple weeks, playing for the past couple months, or have you been playing since global launch like myself? And how has your collection and progress gone? For my progress in this, again, it's all been free to play, and I have not used any gems to speed along any of my progress, which is why, again, I'm kind of still just working through castle level 17. Is I work the nice slow grind, really just earning out each and every upgrade that I make. So again, let me know what you think in the comments. How has your progress been? What do you guys think of now having the year's worth of anniversary? And stay tuned for a video that will be coming out soon on the new Kamathi event. Again, I'm Fangel. You know how to get in touch with me now. Stay tuned for more Talk of Titan videos in the future. And again, I'd love to hear, how many of those events were you here for? Are there any of those events we've seen over the past year that you would like to see repeated in the future, or anything that you think could be added to the game for future gameplay to enhance those mini events, temple pools, altar events, things like that? Again, always great to hear from you guys. Again, stay tuned for more. I'm Fandrel, and I'm out.